Thank you for having the time for me. So before I start to ask you questions, I'd like to ask you one question. How long you have been in Indonesia?
That's a great question. How long have I been in Indonesia? Well, I've actually been in Indonesia a little over a year and a half. So I feel like even though it's been a year and a half, I feel like the time is just absolutely flown by because I've enjoyed being here so much.
So, is there any Indonesian word that you know or you use it often?
Yes, of course the traditional like selamat siang, all the typical greetings. I'm actually currently studying the Indonesian language, and so that's a typical one. And of course, terima kasih, those typical words that you have to know in the beginning. So,
Can I teach you one word?
yes, please, I would love to learn.
You can say mantap.
Mantap?
Yes, it stands for cool or okay in Indonesian. So if I say santan and you say mantap, you guys can say mantap too. So, okay? Okay. Let's go. Start it. Santan. Mantap. Santan. Mantap. Santan. Santan. Mantap. Mantap. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to another question.
Okay.
For the first thing first, what's your favorite thing to do when you're free?
Okay. Oh, good question. What's my favorite thing to do when I'm free? Have free time. Oh gosh. Well, I love staying active, so I love going for a hike. I love taking a walk outdoors, especially because the scenery here in Indonesia is just so beautiful. So many trees, so much greenery. Reading a book, watching a movie. Yeah. So,
Oh, you love reading books?
yeah, I love reading. I love reading novels. I love reading even true stories. So yeah, I love doing some reading in my free time.
I love to read also.
Really?
Yes.
Great.
So, what's your favorite book?
Oh, favorite books. I love the big books, the kids' books, Chronicles of Narnia. And so I read those when I was growing up. And so yeah, I love reading C.S. Lewis books. So those are cool favorite books.
That's actually a good book. You have a great taste.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so kind.
Okay, next one. Who's your best advisor in this context?
Oh, wow, best advisor. I would definitely say my parents. I'm definitely really close with both of my parents, and I definitely respect their wisdom and their advice because I know that my parents love me so much. They want what's absolutely the best for me, and so I just respect their opinion. I respect that whenever they give me advice, it goes to me for my best.
Okay, their advice is the best, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely suggest, even though you're in middle school, listen to your parents' advice. They love you and they want what's best for you.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the questions. What do you want to get in your career in education?
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So I actually was a pharmacist in the U.S. for almost 10 years, and I really love helping people. That's always been a desire of mine. I always wanted to live in another culture and learn another language, and so this has been a life goal of mine to move to different countries, to learn another language, learn another culture, and I'm hoping to maybe do some health education and training in the future. And so I really hope that would be beneficial for people in Indonesia. And so yeah, I'm just living my life forward. I'm living the dream I've always had. So
You reach your dreams, right?
yes, maybe do you have any dreams that
I actually want to be forensics in the future because I actually love true crimes. Like I wish that. So I have a novel that the story is about true crimes. If you know Holy Jackson's.
okay, I haven't heard of that, but
Okay. Yeah, I have the three sequels of her books.
okay, I might have to, since I love reading, I might have to read her books.
Yes, you have to.
Wow,
I recommend that.
okay.
Okay, next one. In your opinion, what is the most beautiful place you have been in Indonesia?
Oh wow, that's tough. Tough to say the most beautiful place because there's so many beautiful places in Indonesia. I mean, Bandung. Bandung is just so beautiful because we're just surrounded by mountains, and in Bandung we have the mountains surrounding us. We can go to the tea fields and tea gardens. Yeah, that's so hard to pick one. I mean, I love going to Jogja. Was a really neat place to visit, but it's so hard to pick one place. There's so many beautiful places in Indonesia.
All right.
What about you? Do you have a favorite place you want to visit in Indonesia?
I actually want to visit Bali again.
Okay,
Yeah. But I've already visited Semarang because that's my hometown also.
Okay. Yeah. I have visited Bali. It's beautiful as well.
Yes. Okay, next one. Oh, actually, this is interesting questions. If Indonesia is a color, what color it will be and why? You choose it.
Oh, wow, that's such a unique question. I love that question. It's so creative. You know, so the first color that comes to mind, I have to say, is green. Because I think green just represents nature. There's just a piece about green. It signifies to me peace. And I feel like nature and harmony. And so when I'm in Indonesia, I feel a sense of peace and harmony. And I can see the beauty of nature everywhere I go. So I feel like just the color green comes to mind, and it just brings up so many positive feelings.
Yeah, you love green also?
You know, green is actually my favorite color.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, do you have a favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color is red actually. That is my favorite color. Okay. Next one. Have you ever been through some problems on reaching your dreams? And how did you solve the problems?
Okay, great question. I think if we ever want to reach our dreams, if we have really high goals, then there's absolutely going to be problems, there's going to be difficulties. I think for me, when I first came to Indonesia, one of the biggest issues, one of the biggest obstacles was learning the language. And so for me, I know how hard it is to learn another language, study another language. And so I have to say, don't give up. I know it can be frustrating, and sometimes it's confusing, and it's hard, and you get mentally tired. But I think just remind yourself that even though it's hard, as long as you don't give up and you keep trying, then that's the main thing, and eventually you will get there. And I feel like even though I'm not fluent, I can understand a lot more than I did when I first got here. And so, yeah.
That's so inspiring. Thank you so much. Okay. So, oh, this actually is so good. What funny moment that you ever experienced in your life you can share with us?
Oh goodness, I'm sure I've been through definitely some funny moments here when I was in Indonesia, because when you're learning a different culture and you're learning a different language, you're bound to make some mistakes. And so there have definitely been a couple times where I mixed up some Indonesian words and I made some sentences that absolutely makes no sense. And I realized I made a mistake afterwards, after I left my friends. And so it was one of those things where, hey, you just laugh at yourself, you know. If you make a mistake when you're doing language, it's totally okay. There's no shame, there's no judgment. I understand how hard it is learning language, so whenever y'all are practicing English, just try it. There's no judgment, you know. So
Yeah, I got some problems on English too sometimes, but I just go with it.
yeah, do you have a funny story or?
Well, actually, I got some grammars is just sometimes difficult for me, but it's okay. I can learn it more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the main thing is we're learning together. So
Okay, if you're born in Indonesia, will you stay in Indonesia or you go to your country now?
okay. So we're talking about
Where you're born in Indonesia, will you stay here or go there to your United States?
I know I'm going to. I've been in Indonesia for about a year and a half, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stay in Indonesia. I know definitely another year. And after that, I'm not sure. Just kind of figuring out what the future looks like. But all I can say is I've definitely enjoyed my time here. And yeah.
Okay, maybe this is the final question. So, do you have any tips and tricks for students who want to study overseas?
Oh yeah, that is such a great question. question. Yeah, for anybody who wants to study overseas, I would definitely say, definitely before you go, if you can meet somebody to practice with, that's good practice. Listen as much as you can. You can listen to songs, you can listen to podcasts, just listening as much as you can, getting that exposure, and also just practicing. I would say definitely don't be embarrassed. Like we all make mistakes when we practice language. I still make plenty of mistakes when I practice language, but we have to practice to get better. So just practice. Don't be ashamed. When other people make mistakes, just make it be a safe place with your friends. And that's the advice I give. Just practice. Just do it. Go for it.
Okay, thank you so much for your plans. I want to say something. You're so beautiful. I got hypnotized by your beauty every time I spoke at you. Yes, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much, Miss Sara, for joining my podcast. Is this your first podcast?
I think this is actually my first podcast. Yes, this is going to be my first podcast, and I'm so excited that